people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you're having an amazing day. If you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you. Think about subscribing, and I want to welcome back my OGs. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Now today, I am excited. You're probably going to get tired of this, but this might be my... I just wanted to do everything kind of in a row. Today we're going to use the polyurethane resin, because I'm experimenting. I normally don't experiment very much, but this stuff is so cool. It is quick. It is done. So in my first video, I'll link all 3 videos at the end. In my first video, we used this mold to make a little bit of a planter. And with that mold, we also made some beautiful unicorn poop. You got to work fast, and I learned the hard way. So I hope you guys learn from me not to do what I did. So that was the first video. It is awesome. It is rock solid. It is ready for a plant. You don't need to do anything with it. You can put it in there and you're perfect, because it's kind of a plastic, right? Which is kind of cool. And this will be always a memory of what not to do. I'll have it sitting over here so that I can see it all the time. And then on my last video, we played around with some color tints. Let me just find my color tint, if I put it back in my drawer, or did I leave it on my table? Oh, I did. So we were using, it is, let me just get it proper, my apologies. It is a transparent liquid pigment, and it's from Rez. It was the blue, and then we put the blue mica powder in with it to make this amazing blue color. Now this one, somebody was mentioning they didn't like it because it was dull. That right here is because of the mold. My mold that I use for this little flower is not shiny on the inside. It is matte. So when you have a matte mold, you're going to have a matte outcome, okay? As where this was a shiny mold, we had a shiny outcome. So that's one of the things with that. The holographic, it turned out awesome. You can take the time and do all of this beforehand on the mold, and then that way you don't have to do the lines after. And then we sprinkled some glitter on it, and it stuck. Awesome. So now what I'm going to try is I'm going to use this tray, this lovely tray that I use. We are going to emboss it with some gold Opulence glitter powder from Laura's Art Corner, which is the same as what this is, but that one's gold. And I'm going to use one of my inlays from Julie Cuts Pour Your Heart Out. She has these inlays that I purchased, and they're seashells. So I thought I would emboss the whole thing. I will stick this here. I'm not going to color my pigment, my resin, so it's going to come out white. So this shell will be white, and it'll all be glitterific gold. Hoping it turns out. So with that, my beautiful people, I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm going to bring you on down, and we're going to get into... I'm excited to try this one because I think this will be cool. Another little different something you can do with it. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get my stuff together, and I'll see you in a sec. I can never find my button. I am back. Now, I forgot to mention in the little bit of the earlier part of the video was the depth. I put a lot of pigment in this. A lot. You've seen how much I put in, that little wee bit. I only mixed up 2 ounces, and I had a lot of pigment. It did not affect the way it cured. The depth did. This took, if you watch the video, this took, I think it was 8 minutes, and I could have unmolded this one because it was deeper. This one, because the mold itself looks like it's thick, but it is not. It is very thin. So this one took a little longer, and then this one, because it's the thinnest one, took about 15 minutes. So it's not because of what you put in it, it was because of the depth of how I did it, because this right here proved it. This was deeper than these, and I had the same amount of everything in all of it because it was all the same stuff I poured. So I just wanted to point that out to you before I carried on here, because I forgot. So with that, let's get into this. This is the beautiful part. I have Laura's, this is from Laura's Art Corner. It is Opulence Gold Glitter Powder. So it'd be the same as the blue. And we're gonna dust the whole thing. I'm debating. I think I'm gonna give it a contrast because I think I'm gonna leave the rim white. I'm gonna do the base gold, and I'm gonna put this in here. I chose the Sundollar because they're usually quite white. Now, after I bring it out, I might do a little bit of embellishment with the lines. I'm gonna set it in the corner here, like that. Make sure it's pressed on there pretty good so we don't get any over spillage. And I'm gonna dust. I'm gonna try and dust just the top. See, executive decisions are always changed. I'm going to work from the center out so I don't spill much into the outside, which I do not want. And up close to this guy, and I'll brush off what I can. I love these molds. They're so pretty. This tray mold, you can do so much with them. I probably could have put it down and then come back, but I'm going to come back with some alcohol and a Q-tip and clean off where I do not want the gold. That's cool. All right, let's get this party started. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm going to come back and get all that stuff from the edges, hopefully. And I didn't know if I mentioned, this is just a little makeup brush that I'm using. It came in my my Let's Resins pigments that I had, the chameleons, so I just took it from there. Now I'm going to grab a Q-tip and some of my alcohol. I'm going to put it in a little bit of a cup here and see if I can get off. Put my lid on because, you know, I'm a klutz. I am a big klutz. And let's see if we can get all this off here. And if there's a little, I'm not hating it. It is what it is, right? Because I'm thinking I'm going to be having some in there. Let me see, I got a wipe here. Maybe the wipe will be better to do the rim. Let's see. Ah, that's working a little better. Like I said, if I get a little bit, I'm not hating it because it'll add to the, you know, the je ne sais quoi. Is that what they say? Actually, that works easier if I can pull it down and run it along the rim. Ah, there we go. We found a technique, my friends, to do it. Flip it down. That is really on there. I'm rubbing hard. That's funny. I'm going to redo this end because that worked better. There we go. Now I might take that Q-tip and do the around the here. You know what? This will be easier. Ah, there we go. And then put it back down. Sorry, I'm just wiping it off. And it's still on there. Maybe some tape. That's so funny. We'll get some tape and see if that'll take it off. Because I really want this to be stark white. So let's get this tape. I'm still seeing some in there. Let me try this one more time with this clean part. And there we go. Perfect. Now I can put it back where I had it and we'll be good. Perfect. Okay, so now I am going to put my resin. I am mixing up 6 ounces. And I'm going to mix them up in pour them in 2 little cups and then put them in this. So I'm going to get it together and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. I mixed 80 milliliters and 80 milliliters separately. Now, if you are wanting to put pigment, glitter, anything in this, put it in one of these. Mix it thoroughly and then combine the 2 together. Because that's what I did in my last video and it worked out amazing. Because if you've seen in my first video, it takes seconds and you're done. So it tells you that there is I'm using another popsicle stick. They're telling you that it takes 100 to 120 seconds to mix. And you have less than 2 minutes of a working time because I found that out the hard way. So with that, be mindful, okay? So here we go. We're going to put part A into part B. And we're going to mix because I'm not putting any color in here. And it's very, very watery. And let's go here. All right. We just want to mix, and please, as you're mixing, use your PPE. Use all your health and safety for everything you use, not just resin, all of your crafts, because I'd like to keep you guys all safe, please. Don't do as I'm doing. I'm choosing not to wear it so that I can tell you what I'm doing here. All right, let's get this. Just a couple of seconds. Because it goes fast. I want to make sure it's just thoroughly mixed. I'm just timing myself. So you guys are getting the whole deal today. If you don't want to watch, you can skip on through, but okay. So that is, I'm going to do it until I hit 8:11 on my clock. I was going to say watch. Who actually wears a watch anymore? There's not very many that I know that wear an actual watch. Because to me, this should be done. And as you see, there's little bits of bubbles, but I had no bubbles in any of the stuff that I did. There we go. So I'm at 811, and we are going to pour this in here. Actually, let's just pour it over top this guy so it kind of flows. I'm not messing up with the glitter. And then I'm going to stop for a little sec and just in case, I'm going to grab one of my silicone tools, and I'm just going to go around the edge. Just, I don't see anything in there, but just in case. There we go. I'm going to wipe that off. And it looks like I probably mixed up more than I need. Perfect. I have just a little bit left. Let me do this little rose. We'll put that in the rose. Perfect. Just enough to fill it. There we go. So 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a time lapse. I'm going to give this a wiggly jigs just to get rid of all the little bubbles out of the... Now, you've seen I didn't do much with that, and there's not a bubble on the rim of that flower. So it's actually pretty cool. There are bubbles there, but if you watch the video, they all came up to the top, and I did try to pop them. So, all right. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to put you on a time lapse and let you just watch. Okay? I'll see you in a sec, guys. Okay, so it's been roughly 10 minutes. I'm gonna give you a little timeline. I'm gonna leave it sit because this is still, like I can, oh, maybe not. It's very, very hot. Now, this guy, because it's thicker, right? It's thicker. I could pull him out now. I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of a time. Well, maybe not. It's still, there we go. There. Probably could have stayed a little longer because the petals I pulled out a little bit. But that's like 10 minutes. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a timeline. So I put it in at 8:12. So let's see. So 3 minutes, 2 minutes was when it started to turn white. And then after 5 minutes, it was completely white and it was firm to touch. And so this has been a complete 10 minutes now. We are at completely 10 minutes. And like I said, because this one's a little deeper, right? I could have pulled that one out earlier too, right? At 8 minutes. So that is pretty cool. And then again, you could paint these. You don't have to leave it white. I think the white is really pretty. And it's still a bit gushy with that one. But I wanted to show you that the deeper you do it, the quicker it'll go. This is like still, wow. This is still hot. So let's see if we can, let's see. This is exactly 10 minutes. Loosening the mold up. Look at that. Like a little bit of brush marks on there, but that's all right. Let's try and get this guy out. I had him. Oh my goodness, Sherry. My hands are so bad. I'm gonna, because this is still wet, I'm gonna take it and put it on the board. I don't want the marks from that on it. There we go. And this overage just comes off like very easy. That is freaking cool. Now I did get a little in here, but I think that's awesome. So there you go, guys. Another thing you can do with these. There, that's all gone. It's smooth. Awesome. The only down is I'm fine. I can see, you might not be able to see it, but I can see the little little brush marks on there. But I think the idea is cool. Very cool. Could have done that with the blue as well. But there you go, guys. So that's another idea. Put an inlay, do different colors. I think it is awesome. So go check out, this is the new, it's not new to the world, but it's new to Let's Resin. It is the polyurethane resin. It's 10-minute curing time. And again, that depends on how deep you put your stuff, is on the curing time. And yeah, this is so much fun. I'm having fun with this. So these are all the stuff so far that we've made with this. I'm gonna bring it all up. Bring it all up. And I'll even bring the unicorn poop, you know, because you got to show the good with the bad, right? Life is too short to think everyone can do everything up perfectly the first time. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not yet subscribed, please think about subscribing. And with that, I am going to go through all my sponsors because I love sharing the love. I got discount codes for everybody, so here's my long-ended exit. I have the links in the description box to Laura's Art Corner, which is what we used here today, the pigments, the glitter. My discount code for Laura is all capital letters, Sherry Moulton 10%. And she also is my Rez distributor, my U.S. Rez distributor, and my glitter guru. The next one I have is Michelle, my Canadian Rez distributor. She is, sorry, my discount code for her is, she's from Artworks Resin Canada. It is Sherry Moulton 10%. Capital S, capital M, and Let's Resin, which is what we used here today, the polyurethane. It is, my discount code for them is Sherry M10, capital S, capital M, and that discount code will work on all 3 sites. I have the Canadian, the American, and the UK sites linked in below. I also have the links to Krystal Resin with my discount code of Sherry M, Sherry Moulton 5, capital S. I have the links and a discount code for the WASHI tape shop. It is all capital letters, Sherry 10. I also have my Temu link in there. It is sale 6982. I also have the links to where to purchase Julie Cuts molds, which is what we used here today from Pour Your Heart Out, the inserts. And I also have the links to where to purchase Molds and Shapes molds. I also have the link to where to purchase TriArt liquid glass. And my Amazon links are in there, which I'm an affiliate with, and my PayPal if you choose to donate and help support the channel. With that, my beautiful people, with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.